Welcome to UCB Betting. UC Betting. I gotta figure out a way to make those two B's work. Otherwise, it's gonna be UCB Betting. I know it's gonna kill me every time. I just want to say thank you to all the potential sponsors that reached out after last week. We had about 550, emails, sponsors reach out. Liquid Death reached out, obviously. We had David Hasselhoff. You guys know David Hasselhoff? He wants to advertise on here. He's trying to make, David Hasselhoff? You don't? No. That's exactly why he probably wants to sponsor and advertise on a show like this so we can get out to viewers. The family of Chris Benoit, the family that's still left, they want to advertise and kind of change the narrative, because it was obviously CTE induced, and the drugs that he was on, and his kids were pretty annoying. You know what I'm saying? So that's the family. Chris Benoit, the story of Chris Benoit. Yeah. So the family, it's his family mostly, not her family. They're not really. I'll reach out to them. Maybe they can do maybe we can get an interview. Maybe we could get the mother-in-law and father here. But yeah, so all I ask, you guys are patient, patient with us. We have a lot of Ryan. Welcome, Ryan, to the show. Could you guys have a clap applaud track? Like the Friends, maybe he comes in oh, everybody's like, oh, it's Ryan. There you go. Thank you. Ryan, I'm just talking about how we we had a plethora of potential advertisers reach out, and I'm just asking, oh my God, about 550 in total.
Are these canned water cunts paying us or no?
They were one of the people that reached out.
Really?
Yeah, they sent an initial contract of about $250,000, but I just told, I guess we'll edit this out.
Fucking asshole! I thought you were being serious.
I was told I named the list of people. We had David Hasselhoff. He wants to kind of make a come back. She doesn't know who he is.
Dude, we need one of those fucking Nigerians outside selling bags.
Chris Benoit's family.
Yeah.
They reached out. They want to change the narrative. Yeah, his side more so that we were explaining. But but Lori Lightfoot from Chicago, she reached out. She's gonna,
the mayor.
The mayor. Yeah, she's gonna run some political ads here.
She's botching that whole stadium thing. If you're paying attention to the Soldier Field, dude. Yeah, they want to knock down Arlington Park. They're gonna do it with a horse racing track right outside of Chicago. Pretty much, they're pissed because these fucking idiots in Illinois, but it's mostly the city, honestly. These idiots could have kept the beers in Chicago, in the city. You know what I mean?
Inside.
Yeah, and dude, it's the way they're going, they need jobs and shit out there, but this moron, botched the entire fucking thing, and the ownership, the family who owns it, what are they, the McLaughlins or whatever? They got an Irish name. They, bought Arlington Park, or they already owned it, and they're going to put the new stadium for the Bears there.
Where's Arlington Park? Is that the baseball?
No, that was the Rangers play, but Arlington Park's a horse racing track, right outside of Chicago. But Soldier Field's falling. It needs to be done over.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty much already a done deal. And then she comes in trying to keep the Bears in Chicago because that's a lot of jobs that stadium employs.
How far away is Arlington Park?
I think it's it's outside of the city. I'm not
45.
Yeah.
You won't even come to the city if they visited for.
I don't think it's that far away, but it's I think it's just right outside. But they're losing city jobs. All those jobs are going to go to Arlington. All this the way it affects the economy.
She's a Chicago mayor. She's not.
She's an idiot.
Governor, yeah.
So she said we'll put a dome on Soldier Field, which it's Soldier Field's 90 years old. You can't just throw a retractable dome on one of the oldest fucking stadiums in the world. So she botched that one. So yeah, get her in here.
That'd be great.
Just another great fucking racetrack to Arlington Park, one of my favorite fucking racetracks. They knocked down Hollywood Park to put fucking SoFi Stadium, the Los Angeles thing, one of the greatest horse racing tracks of all time. They fucking knocked that down.
Who brought you to your first racetrack? Was it uncle, father?
My uncle.
Older? Your uncle was we're going to go down.
My uncle. Yeah, so my uncle who got me into horse racing is a genuine fan of the game. You know what I mean? Loves horse racing, the history of it. So he taught me this. And I love horse racing. I love gambling on horse racing, but
you can appreciate it.
The only thing I love more than gambling on horses is horse racing itself. I love the sport of horse racing, right? But when I went, it was it's part of the game to gamble, handicap races. You know what I mean? So when I was learning racing, it was gambling as well. You know what I mean? So
definitely gambling if you're,
Then my other uncle and my mother, then there's also, I'm exposed to a lot of true degenerates and then friends growing up who but I was always glad that I learned horse racing first as a sport before I learned it through gambling because it skews, I think, how you look at it.
It was big when you were in high school? Kids would
I mean, my uncle
When did
said
your friends really get like this? Like, there's like
they were like 17 or 18, but I was already into horse racing for almost 10 years at that time. You know, I started going to the track when I was like,
but they would just like leave. They like their day would be, we're gonna go to the track and just bet on horses.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you get fucked up.
We used to
and
skip school. Some kids would. But
drinking, or is it more so like, no, you're like, were they
gambling?
making money?
Mostly gambling. We used to skip school sometimes and go to the track. Like on weekdays, there'd be races on like Wednesdays, and kids would skip school. Or like if it was the summertime, and there was nothing going on, we'd just go and bet horses.
How would you get any kind of like any leads on like, how would you know?
Because you get a program that has like, it's pretty much like past performances and everything, and you read speeds.
And what gives you like kind of the insight as to like, this might be, is they won a race where there's another horse? Is it relative to other horses, or is it like?
Yeah, there is. So it's like you could tell the class like by the value of the race. Like not every race is the same value. So better horses with better breeding and better.
Are you looking at lengths of measurements of their bodies? Like,
totally. Well, mostly
their dicks. Like,
no. Mostly just like how fast they are. They post workouts. All their workouts are posted in the program. So how fast they are.
Yeah.
If they can run distance. So you get it all through that.
Okay.